Okay, so
Zen anyway.
He got a 98 3-point shot, bro.
Yeah, I saw her just Zen. He's a YouTube. Come on, defense action.
Y'all gotta figure that out.
Oh, no, block.
Figure it out. Call it out, call it out. Call side, something.
Switch.
What? I said call it out though, fam. I said call it out. But why would
I couldn't get there.
Bro, I would say GG's, but somebody know y'all is in, bro. Bro, I'm sorry, Ninja. Hey, I would say GG's, bro, but hey, there's people here in the party, bro, saying you zenning, bro. So I don't know, fam.
What? I played against the #1 Pro-Am team in NBA 2K24 and they accused me of using a Zen. So I was just chilling playing 3v3 Pro-Am with the real gamers and I came across the #1 Pro-Am team which caught us all off guard. But I knew it was going to be a great game nonetheless, but I did not know that it was going to turn out into a series. I thought it was, only going to be one game, but we matched up a couple of times, so you guys are going to see a quick little series. For some reason, every time on NBA 2K24 when I beat them, they have something to say, whether it's on stream, on PlayStation messages, Zen this, Zen that. But when you have almost 1,300 hours played and 7,000 games played, in my opinion, I think you should be able to shoot the basketball. These Zen allegations really do be getting out of hand sometimes, and I mean, the gameplay is about to speak for itself. All respect to the streamer though, I'm not trying to, bash his name or anything like that. It's just annoying sometimes how when you get your ass beat, you always have to resort to the excuse, saying that the other team has a Zen. It was a fun little series, I must admit, because it's always a breath of fresh air when you play against a competitive team. As always, you guys do enjoy this video, like and subscribe. Let's get right into the gameplay. As I was saying in the intro though, we were just chilling. Balenci and Rick were live on twitch.tv, so make sure you guys check them out. They always be streaming if you guys want to see me play. And we load into this game, but then you see on your screen that you're playing the first in the world team, which isn't really that common. You're not really playing the top 100 teams that often in 3v3 Pro-Am, so I was like, fuck it. Let's lock in. They got a normal lineup, 6'4" guard with a 6'8" lock and a 6'8" popper. 6'8" lock on PNR is kind of AIDS for me, so I'm gonna have to try and do something out of the box. You see us though, man, come on. I mean, same lineup pretty much, but I mean, to be honest, it's just the better players that are gonna come out on top. So this is a low 3-game series. This is the first game, and let's get right into it. So we had no idea what to expect playing against this team because we haven't really seen them before. We have played against the actual Pro-Am team, but they like to rotate teams, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, they have a couple different, group of players that are always on this team. The popper is open at the top of the key and he misses it. I mean, to me, I thought that this popper was going to be mad 50 starting off this series, but you guys will see this guy might be one of the most chicken players I've ever seen on 2K. Based off of that first possession, I can already tell that their defense is going to be completely assassinated when it comes to me getting the quick slips because that orange-haired fuck decides to just play higher than the lockdown every possession. Another thing that you guys will learn by watching this series is that this point guard is a layup merchant. Shooting the ball is just not in his arsenal. Balenci goes on the quick slip once again, and I get it. I'm sorry, I'm hating. Props to this guard. He's a great guard, but please just learn how to shoot a 3-point shot. I'm sorry. Anyways, this guard is running back and forth trying to get the center the easy 2, which I don't blame him because I'd be doing that sometimes. Balenci does get the stop in the paint. I do think that I should have shot that crab right there, but it might have been contested. And this shot I shoot right here is contested. I mean, 40% from who? Am I playing against Casper the Ghost? Am I some of the contests in this game are very diabolical. The lock shoots his first shot of the game in the corner too. I think he was a little bit nervous, but he might do better later. The pop is there, and this is where I realize that this center is completely chicken. I can already tell by their play style that that guard is going to try and feed the popper, so I told Balenci, like, hey, watch out for that guy. Most of their points are going to be scored by him. Balenci with another quick slip. The center doesn't get that block, but, I'm going to take it every single time for my takeover. I'm going to respect it. I'm going to let it go down. Back on the inbound, though, on defense, this point guard is going to do a low hesitation and do a blowout dribble. Balenci is going to reach for the lane, which I can't really blame him for doing that. Sometimes he does get the Superman lanes, but the popper is unfortunately open on the right corner. When games are close and the score is low, I mean, going for the 50-50s is not really ever going to be an issue. As you can see, the center is for some reason putting me in a chokehold. So I'm just going to go ahead and give Balenci the basketball, which will give me my takeover. Don't ask why I don't have accelerator. I don't know. I'm not going into the street ball and getting accelerator. We're just going to go with sponge for now. Just don't worry about it. As you can see, the guard has an easy layup, which I'm surprised he didn't take because his whole playstyle is taking layups or passing to the pop, which the popper was wide open. Rick with the good steal. I must admit, Rick hasn't really been playing lockdown much, but he has been getting the grasp of it very quickly. I get that 3 on the right wing, which means we are back on defense, and we do get the lead by 3. The guard here definitely did get some flashbacks about the layup being open last possession and just took it instead of forcing it to his center. I mean, good take, bro. You're really gonna get somewhere with that layup. Now, since I have sharp badge, I am going to try my absolute hardest to get a 3. I get the peak in the middle, but unfortunately, I got either a speed up or a slowdown. I don't really remember. It just wasn't easy to time since unfortunately there were 2 people right to the side of me. Good shot, but at the same time, hard to time. You see me, I get the little emote at the back court. So that means I'm gonna dex his socks off and I get the wide open corner shot. Being a sharp in NBA 2K, I love to dex, so when I get the opportunity and I have my sharp badge, I'm going to try my hardest to do it. My defense is playing sides here. The guard is looking for the slip. He tries to do the pass back like he's me. You know, the pass backs are kind of my thing, and he goes for the easy lay. I mean, man, like these layups, they just... Maybe I have to make a guard with 80 plus layup. That might have to be the move because most of the time with whatever layup package he got, they always go in. I got sharp badge though. Let me see what I could cook up with it. I always try and get to the corner. I get a little ankle breaker, which catches him off guard, and I do hit the slip for the easy dunk. When I have my takeover, I always want to try and go for a 3 because your green window just increases so much, but I had to take the 2 there. There's nothing much I can do. Valencia unfortunately reaches on defense, which leaves the popper wide open. To be fair, he did jump, but it was a tad bit too late. That center low-key is chicken. He really only missed once or twice this whole little series, if you would call it that. But you see me get the low peak. I'm always going to try and get the peak on 2 defenders, especially like when I'm coming back from the wing. You guys should try that out. Trust me, it is super effective. This guard is trying to get open here, which they're playing pretty good sides defense. Unfortunately, Rick hits the screen, so the guard thinks he's getting wide open, but Rick actually does recover. And I was going down on the break, so he passes it out to the corner. I do that a lot. I do run down the break. It's just not, it's bad for business sometimes. They are kind of bedumbled here. 3 seconds left. They're trying to get a dex off. Center hits the slip. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good decision by him, but unfortunately it didn't work. He did get his own rebound. Because of that rebound, he does get his takeover. So the popper does have sharp take. He tries to hit a low slip, but Balenci gets the lane. Man, Balenci really do be in those lanes, knowing exactly when to, you know, drop down, press his square button, and get the ball back for us. I mean, that might be D1 glazing for me, but hey, man, you gotta have that as a center on your team. It is 19 for 15 for us, though, and I will try and get a 3 to end the game with my sharp badge. I hit the Jamal Murray, and I'm wide open. Bang. Jamal Murray behind the back into a 3 off of the center's bad reach. I mean, that's just A1 basketball right there. Now, this is where we get into game 2. We got back-to-back games with our matchmaking. I don't really know how, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I might have excreted shit all over the court. You guys are just going to have to see. It was bad ball. This is why I consider it, you know, a best-of-3 series. Nonetheless, though, we just played these guys, so we know their play style and how they operate on the offense. So playing defense will be pretty easy for us. As you can see here, this looks like another 24-second shot clock possession that's going to go out. The PG does actually get the dex to the corner, though he unfortunately misses because, you know, he's a layup merchant. I just gotta be real. I try and get the little shot there with the crab, but it unfortunately just didn't give me the right animation, and Balenci hits the slip. I see that he drops out of the corner because the center's off position, and unfortunately Rick just completely misses it, but I can't blame him though because we were all just missing this game. It is what it is. Sometimes you have those games where you just miss. Balenci does hit the slip because the center's reaching at the floor for some reason, which allows me to get some of my badge up. Now, as we can see, you know, we both kind of missed shots, so we're thinking to ourselves like, yo, we got to start hitting, bro. They start doing pass backs and shit, like back and forth from the guard to the center. As you can see, another layup. Like, oh, watching this back, it's just like, come on, bro, just have some pride. I understand that's how you like to score, but hey, man, if it works, it works. I get the little Kobe cross and I just shoot some contested shot. I thought it was going to be open personally, but it just didn't end up that way. So I give the ball over back to them. One thing that I did notice about this #1 team is that their fast break offense was like kind of assassinated. Like they were always juggling the ball to each other, but I don't know what the defense, like Rick and Balenci, what the, it's okay, bro. It's okay. If you guys want to high five each other and hug each other, it's all good, bro. I'm joking, by the way, just so you guys know. Some people in the comment section be like, oh, you be too cocky sometimes, like you just be saying dumb shit, like just let me be me, bro. Anyways, beside that, I got another quick slip, and he shoots some fucking 2-tac 5v5 pro-am shot. I don't know what that was, very early or very late. That was just not the greatest shot. Me personally, I would have greened that, but it is what it is. Balenci tries to send me the off ball. I keep passing it to Rick. I don't know why. Sometimes I just, you know, my ADHD just gets to me. I get the wide open shot at the top of the key, but unfortunately I miss it because I got a weird gather. Those weird gathers and load ups will get you, trust me. The center's out on the break and the guard just decides to hit him, which in my opinion, I would have been a little scared if I was at center with Balenci chasing him. These guys literally gave up every single slip, which is such a bad idea because if I get my sharp badge, it's just not going to be a good look. Your defenders are going to be looking crisscross when I go back and forth into a Murray behind the back and shooting it, like it's just bad for business. They try and do a little backdoor cut on me, which I understand because I'm a 6'4" guard with no defense, but trust me, you can't do that. It's just not possible. That's why he passes it back. This guard doesn't really know what he's doing, but for some reason the popper's open in the corner. Like, our communication needed to be better. I wish I had live comm for you guys because Balenci and Rick don't really communicate until like it really gets down to the wire. But as you guys can see, the score, it's 6-12, bad for business, 8-12 now. One off my takeover, so we're gonna see if it actually saves the game. As I did say in the beginning though, I did, you know, I might have excreted a little around the court, you know. You obviously couldn't see it because it will probably blend into the court. Now this PG thinks he's about to be out of body doing behind the backs from half court. He's not gonna get it though. Let's see Balenci on the ISO defense. That's a quick slip that did not go through. Balenci's ISO defense, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually good. And he gets fucking spin move ankle broken. Made him do the nay-nay, which unfortunately he didn't green. It would have been kind of funny. I was like, oh shit, in the party chat. He tries to get another 3 off, but Rick is there. It is a wide open shot though. He just couldn't make it. 2 back-to-back shots with sharp take. I don't know, bro. You missing those? That's bad for business. Another quick slip goes down, but unfortunately the center gets the best block animation in the game, which results in a fast break by the lockdown. Looking back at the gameplay, man, I just wonder to myself, why at the end of this series, this point guard just decided to, you know, make this bold assumption that I was zenning for some reason. I don't really know. Balenci does hit the quick slip. They just do not give me the 3. It's not possible. They will give up every single 2 to get me my sharp badge, but they will make sure I don't make a 3. They do got double sharp badge right now on the PNR, so this is kind of dangerous. Whenever I see my opponents have double sharp badge running pick and pops, it's just, I get a little scared. He hits the quick slip there, which is kind of interesting. If me and Balenci both have sharp badge, I promise you we are not taking a 2. The center reaches out of the play and the lock gets a late jump in. I don't know what it was. I just could not shoot this game. I don't know if it was either I was out of shooting boost or what, but I just couldn't knock one down. Anyways, back on defense as per usual. Balenci does reach because the center is open on that quick slip. I don't blame him for that. You know, it is always good to use your reaches. Balenci on the ISO defense, it kind of is casual, but he drops down for the lane. The communication was a little lacking there. He misses though. I'm not gonna lie, the amount of open shots this guard had to miss is just crazy to me. I know I'm missing, but you know, my shots granted were mostly contested. Like, this guy might need to watch my jump shot video. It's a little bit ironic because I currently zero. Like, look at the shot I just took. I don't know what I was thinking this series, or this game in particular. Like, I thought I was Jesus right there, but unfortunately, I just, you know, decided to do a back fade from half court. It's bad for business. I basically gave up at this point because it was 10-20. My team also knew like it was pretty much impossible to come back. I try my hardest to try and get a 3, but it just doesn't work because they're double teaming me at 20-10. I mean, we need to swallow our pride sometimes. This is crazy. If you're ever double teaming when you are up by this many points, I mean, like, I understand a game could come back at any point, but calm the fuck on. So yeah, as you guys could have seen, game 2, I completely shit the bed. I didn't even get to make 1-3. So, you know, the Zen accusations are kind of up in the air, but this is the game, the last game, game 3, where the Zen accusations apparently came to life. So boom, as you guys would think, if you're playing multiple games against somebody, you would understand how they play, but apparently not, you know. The guard is trying to get open here. Balenci is for some reason on the ISO. It was because of the switch, and the center does get another quick slip. Unfortunately, that just was a wide open layup, even though Balenci's whole body was in front of him, but we're just not going to talk about that. I Kobe crossover up the court looking for a 3 as a guard does, try and combo up, and the screens are kind of assassinated here, but it is what it is. I try and hit Balenci on the pop, but the lock is watching that, and the center's up, so I'm like, hey, Balenci, just go quick slip, waits for the jump. I mean, that's just textbook. Waiting for the other center to jump is just immaculate. When you're quick slipping mostly every play, the center knows what you're doing, so it's just good for business. They ran a crazy play here, which I can't even, I can't hate on it. The lock was in the corner with the ball and basically told the center to go straight down, which is a play that I use sometimes. It really works. I'm dexing in the corner, the lock jumps at me because he thinks I'm open and I get the easy wing shot. Those are some of my greatest shots. I mean, the wing I will never really miss from. I have a lethal, but I don't really have a lethal because for some reason you have to go to the art of shooting for those. Now let's take a wild guess of what this guard is going to do. He's going to run to the rack for a layup. I mean, damn, I think I've seen maybe 2 fucking 3-pointers from this guard this whole series. 3 games, 2 or 3 3-pointers. I mean, it just really pisses me off. Unfortunately, I just decide to run into the center, which gives him a blitz, but I do got to take accountability for that one. I do that a lot this year. I don't know why. I decide to just run my players straight into the defender, and I get surprised why the ball just decides to randomly leave my hands. I don't know what they're doing here, like pass back to pass back. Balenci gets the lane. I'm always on the break. My fast break offense is actually disgusting. 9 out of 10 times I will be getting a 3. Back to like the point and the title of this video, this guard was accusing me of zenning, but I was shooting wide open shots on fast breaks. I mean, I understand you can't shoot, big bro, but you'll get there someday. Like another one on the fast break because Balenci, my king, my lord, my savior, gets a lane. I don't know why I'm flopping. We just got absolutely dominated last game, but sometimes you just gotta flop and show the disrespect. I think right here, after the reach and foul, the guard just found something in his heart to shoot a 3. He went left, saw that the lock was actually down bad on the screen and dropping for the lane, and he found himself in a good position to finally shoot the basketball. I'm proud of you, big bro. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you shoot that pill. Your lock has to reach to stop the possession. I don't blame you. They're probably getting excited in party chat. Now that time, that wasn't my fault. I didn't run into the defender. He just decided to press his square button and get an RNG steal. I mean, it's whatever, bro. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. The center does get a, easy corner shot on the fast break. That guy doesn't miss. That's the guy we should be prioritizing there. This guard, fuck it. We'll give him 100 layups, but that center, please don't let him shoot. I got the center on the PNR. He's reaching, jumping, and I just glit movie. If you want to reach and throw your body at me and leave me open on the 3, I'll take that opportunity every single time. I have 4 3s, but somehow the score is 14-12, so we need to hurry up and get a stop. The center's out there just running. He goes with the little corner slip back door, whatever you want to call it. I mean, shit, props to him. I wouldn't have thought about doing that on center. I would have ran back to my guard, but it is what it is. I low-key had that shot there, but Balenci was on the slip. He hits me on the pass back. 2 shots I could have shot, but I wasn't really feeling it. Just gotta hit Balenci there for the quick slip. Easy dunk, easy takeover. That's what we like to see. You always want to try and score on every single possession. I mean, that's just basketball for you. Unfortunately, here the matchups are kind of switched, so I'm like, yo, come up, I'm gonna run to the corner, but unfortunately I'm just not fast enough, so I let the lock shoot. Somebody in Balenci's chat said that lock has a 63-point rating. I just am not believing that there. He's not shooting consistently with the 63-pointer. Maybe he is the one that's plugged up. Should I do an investigation on him? I do behind the back Murray's. The center's for some reason sitting in the paint. Balenci tells me that, so I'm like, bet. Let me try and get a shot, but I'm currently cooked on stamina and adrenaline. I tell Rick to hit the back door. He has standing dunk on that build. Well, I'm gonna hit the fade. I missed it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna make that too. Had to hit the last second shot. I low-key thought that it was a free board. That's why I shot it, but if I would have made that fade, I would have agreed with the Zen allegations. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I might be a little zenny, but I unfortunately didn't make that shot. Get the behind the back, and he presses square button for a lottery steal. I mean, I get it, bro. You make a lockdown, you got to get the lottery steal sometimes. Balenci plays amazing paint defense for once in his life and actually runs to get the basketball, which gives us it back. He pops his sharp badge. He's out on the wing, but he gets a very slow catch. When he pops sharp badge, he kind of gets happy on the pop. They follow him. I'm wide open on the pass back, and I get the easy shot. As I said before, most of my three-point shots this game were just completely butt-ass naked wide open, and he's calling me a zenner for that. I mean, you should have seen last game. I didn't clip the reaction, but when he won that last game, he was jumping up in his chair. But unfortunately, when you lose a game of NBA 2K and you don't have a valid excuse to make blaming your teammates, you just gotta accuse the other guard of zenning. I can't hate on it. They're getting bedumbled this possession, so they look for the lockdown on the last second shot, and unfortunately, it doesn't go in because I'm watching that like a hawk. 19-17, I am trying to close this game out. I see Balenci go to the wing. We are just like trying to end the game. They are trying to give up the quick slip, and I go, game time! No, unfortunately, I just can't shoot it for the cheese. That's an early 40% contest. I mean, like, I shouldn't have shot that realistically, but apparently I have a Cronus Zen. So, fuck it. Let me try and shoot that. The center is wide open, which makes the game 19-20, which is just insane how close that game is with me having 15 points. I know if I give the ball up, it's going to be a very bad time, so I'm trying to do my best to try and get a 3 and end the game. And you see that their side's defense is not cooperating, so I go ahead and shoot the fade for the game. 18 points on their head. And now, unfortunately, in their eyes, I am an accused Cronus Zenner. If you guys did enjoy that little best of 3 series in the comp 3v3 Pro-Am, just let me know by dropping a like and subscribing. Comment your favorite part of this video, and I will be catching you guys on the next one. Make sure you turn noties on. We have been going crazy this month, and yeah, I'm out. Catch you on the next one.